Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone that really teach well. Much peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are pushing this word in truth and sincerity of heart. Shalom. This is the brother Batat back again through the spirit with another lesson, the Lord willing. This lesson be edifying. First and foremost, let's start right here in the meaning of the word culling, because this is a very, very important meat word. The word culling people means referring to the selective reduction, removal, or elimination of individuals from a group, often to manage size, quality, or in extreme contexts, to eliminate perceived undesirables. And the main undesirable in the earth under the rulership of Esau Edom is Jacob, man, because what goes all the way back to the book of Genesis when we supplanted him from his birthright. And Esau is in power right now. He has all the money, he has all the riches, and he has purposely, by redlining and things like that, making our people poor and put them in the slums, into the ghettos and things, the barrios. We have literally been forced into a system where we're at the bottom, and it was designed this way, and we are the undesirables that ultimately these devils want to get rid of. So our people are literally in danger. It says it can mean removing weak or sick members, firing employees, or historically, it relates to the immoral, forced, or violent removal of human lives. And that's exactly what Esau wants to do today. He wants to remove you because you're in the way. He wants that birthright back, and he's not going to get it because it was never for him. Genesis 27 and verse 41, it says, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." See? So Esau has the same hatred. Ain't no forgiveness. He forgave us. No. The scripture says he had a perpetual hatred. Amos 1 and 11. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother, which is Jacob, with the sword, the gun, with violence, and things of that nature, wars." It says, "And did cast off all pity." That means he didn't show any mercy. "And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." So these devils are still have this same mentality towards Jacob. This is Amos 1 and 11. I'm going to try the NLT. It says, this is what Yahweh says, "The people of Edom have sinned again and again, and I will not let them go unpunished. They chased down their relatives, Israel, Jacob, the Israelites, with swords, showing them no mercy. In their rage, they slashed them continually and were unrelenting in their anger." See? So the Most High is telling, this is a warning to you, Jacob, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. This is the people that we're dealing with. And right now they have a deep hatred for you because of the birthright. And that's why I wanted to bring out this precept in Proverbs 30 and 14. It says, there is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor off the earth. And you go to the word teeth, sometimes it can mean that military. There's another precept, break the when it had iron teeth. So teeth can represent your military might or things of that nature. It says, whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among men. And we know Esau is blessed with the sword, and we know ultimately he's going to come down hard with that sword. He's going to come down having great wrath. Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So who's mainly the poor that these devils want to get rid of. They want to call is you Israelites, man. We are a target, man. As long as we in this place, we are a target for Esau's NWO, man. And let's see what the NLT says. It says they have teeth like swords and fangs like knives. They devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among humanity. The AMP says there is a generation or class of people. See, there's a class of people, and it's the ruling elite of Edom. You know, the international banking families. They know that they're Edomites. They know that they're descendants of Esau, and they know that we are Jacob, that we are Israelites, and they know that we have the birthright, and they want it. It says whose teeth are like swords, and whose jaw teeth are like knives, to devour the afflicted from the earth and the needy from among men. See? And they pass all kinds of legislations to make it possible for them to come down with that sword, come down with the military, martial law, things like that, man. So they're making it to where I'm going to have no choice but to bring down that sword upon you Jakes, man. Ultimately, that is why the micro C-hip is coming as well. Because these devils are trying to get that birthright back. All right, here we go. I think I might have found it. Apostle Gabar always goes into this. The master plan of the Illuminated Rothschilds. It was supposedly be an interview. Let's see. Ron Patton. Let me see. Damn it, man. It's in here somewhere. See if I could do a word search. Let's see. Birth. Wait, where was it? No. Blessing. Oh, or birthright? Let me see. Can't find it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to see a little bit. See if I can see final plans to make sure. The elders in the hold on. The Apostle Gabar always goes into this. I might have to read it, and and find out, probably do a separate lesson on it and find out what they said specifically about the birthright and how, they want the birthright back and things of that nature. I'll have to find it. So forgive me, I would have had it queued up or prepared if I knew I was going to get that, but it's just something that came to my mind. But let's go back and let's get here. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 14, BBE says, there is a generation whose teeth are like swords, their strong teeth like knives, for the destruction of the poor from the earth, and those who are in need from among men. So we are literally the ones that are in need. Esau has all of the riches and the money in the world, and he's harboring all these things to himself, and he doesn't want to share them. And those that are poor, are his targets. It's the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. See? So, ultimately, we're going to have a reward, but we're warning you of the plans of the illuminated ones, you know, the Rothschild banking families. They really want to maintain humanity under 500 million. Damn it. The Georgia Guidestones. See, maintain humanity under 500 million and perpetual balance with nature. So they really want to kill a lot of people. And you Jakes out there, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to be aware of this, man. This is why we out here. We're trying to wake you up to the truth and what these devils are planning, you know. The scriptures tell you, don't be ignorant of anything. Sirach 5 and 15, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. And this is a big matter. This is a big matter right here, what we're talking about, man. The rich are seeking to devour the poor. Which the poor is Israelites. I know I'm not. I must be spelling that word wrong. Let's see. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 and verse 18, it says, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor, and we was put in this condition to be poor. You see, because we're defenseless. We're facing poverty. We can't provide for ourselves without getting help. You know, a majority of our people are on government services, and it was done like that by design, man. So ultimately, Esau wants to bring that micro C hip. He wants to get that birthright back. And he really wants to get rid of you Jakes, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You really are a target. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass in all the land, said Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. And this is the 2/3 that the Most High is going to allow Esau to cull. But the 3rd part shall be left therein, which is the elect. So 66.6% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are going to be killed. That's what these devils want. That's the great culling. It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So, you know, we are warning you about, you know, this generation of Edomites, man. They really own it. And they finna come down having great wrath. And they finna put a lot of you so-called Negroes to death, man. We are literally targeted. That's why we need a savior. And that's why Yahweh Shai is gonna swoop in. And he's gonna save his elect, man. But the 2/3, man, you're gonna face that destruction, that death. So, and don't take the chip, don't take up the RFID mark or C-hip, which is the mark of the beast. So, that'll be made mandatory very soon. That's a part of Esau's plan. But he want to eat, devour the poor, So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close out by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone that really teach well. Shalom.